Hello class, welcome to my next video, and in this video we will be learning more about how to move a sprite, how to move a gaming object. So in any game you take it anything, there should be movement. Without movement a game is quite impossible. So here also we will do the same. So I have taken one sprite, that is ball for example, and now I want to move it. So to move it I just need to I need to select, of course, all the things we select from sprites. So first thing we will have to select, again to the movement also there is 4 directions, that is 2 axes, that is left, right and up, down. Anywhere else, nowhere else it goes, only to the up, down, left, right. So for that we will be moving this to either velocity x or velocity y or both of them together. So let us see how it happens. And the next thing is, where should I write it, whether inside the draw or outside the draw. We will write it outside the draw. So after the shape color we can drop velocity x, and now equal to, we can give something in between 1 to 8 is a moderate speed. Okay, if you give more than that it might not support by your browser. So I'm giving a moderate speed of 3, but you are free to do any experiments of your choice. So if I give 3, let us see what happens. Of course we will write ball.velocityX and let us see what happens. See what happened, there is a line drawn, isn't it? It's not basically a line. If you check properly, if you see, what is happening is the ball is moving towards the right direction, but there is a trail or shadow which you can say is still in the background, still written. A game here is written by frame thing. So first one frame, then second one frame, then third one frame. This way a game continues to work. So for that, when we are drawing, when the ball is drawing to the next pixel, the previous trail is still there. It's still there, and its shadow is still from the beginning, it's still there. So what we need to do? We simply need to do is, in the draw we will have to write down background. If you write, you will get background function, and here you can select any color. Okay, for suppose it is white by default, so let me select white. So if I give background white, and that is also inside the function draw, you need to remember, inside the function draw the first line should be background and the last line should be function draw. Any code you write in between, it should be in between these two functions. Now what will happen with background draw? If you just imagine that you have a class going on, and your teacher has written on whiteboard in his class, and somehow he wants to remove it and he wants to rewrite on it, and he forgot to bring the wiper, the duster. So what will happen? What will happen if he writes on over the his whatever he has written previously? It will look messy, right? The same thing happens here. So to make it clean, to write on the whiteboard again, he needs to wipe the whole whiteboard up. So here also what we will do is, every time before drawing anything we will be wiping. Before drawing the sprites we will be wiping the old trail or the shadow, so that the new ball comes in, and let us see what happens. See, now the solution is done. It is now moving to the right direction. So if we write ball moving to right. Now I said for x it moves left and right both. So how will I move it left direction? It is moving towards right direction. So here, to move it to the left direction, we use the negative sign. -3 means it will be moving to the left direction. Let us see. This minus only denotes the direction. So for negative it is left, and for Nothing, that is positive, it is right. So now let us try the velocity y. So let us remove this, and I am dragging and dropping velocity y. So here also ball.velocityY. First let us see with the positive number, that is 3. Let us see where it moves. See, it is moving down. So ball moving down. And again, how will I move it up? You guessed it exactly right, just minus. If I give minus to the y direction, because it is for y is for both up and down, it will be moving up. Now the question is, what if I give both of the velocity? Just not only y. If we give only y, it is moving up down, and if we give only x, it is moving left right. So now what we will do? We will give both of the directions. Suppose already let me make both of the direction as positive 3. So for positive, which way it was moving? X was moving towards right and y was moving towards down. Now let us see what happens. Do you see? The ball is moving towards right and down corner. So whenever we give two kind of velocities, it takes both of them and it will move towards that direction. So if I want to move it a bit in a different direction, if you keep on changing the numbers, it will keep. So this way we can basically move it towards any of the direction. It's moving. See, now let me give it minus. So for minus, it will be left and down for x minus and y plus. Again, if I give y x plus and y minus, it will be up and right. And now both of them minus, it will be in the different direction. So if you see 4 directions, it is moving. So you can now create your own game, like making 4 or 5 balls or sprites and give them velocity for fun and see that how they are moving. Okay, so now the question. So question 1 will be, what is the property, which is the property you will find where that sets the movement to a sprite. Now the syntax. The question 2 is, how to write the syntax to move the ball towards any direction. Question number 3 is, you need to remember how to move it towards right, which number moves it towards left. It's not the number basically sets the speed, rather the sign, positive and negative, which sign or symbol moves it towards up and which symbol moves it towards down. And also try to remember, next question will be, try to remember which direction, if I combine both of them x and y, which direction is the ball moving and how to do it. Let's do the experiments. And the final question, like always, where should I put that property velocity? Either inside the draw function or outside the draw function. Again, another question I forgot to ask is, how to remove the trails which were there when we are adding the velocity. There were trails, so we needed to do something to remove that. So you need to remember how to do that. Thank you so much. Let's move to the next video.